Hi students, let's learn the basics of coordinate geometry today. So there are two axes that we usually talk about in coordinate geometry. So what are the two axes? One is y axis and the other one is x axis. And what is the y axis? The vertical axis is called, this vertical axis is called the y axis, and this horizontal axis that you see, that is called the x axis. And horizontal axis is denoted as x dash. Its naming is done in such a manner. And this is vertical axis is denoted as y dash. So they meet each other at one point, that is called the origin. So the origin is the point where the x-axis and the y-axis meet each other. And these two axes, they divide this whole plane, means this Cartesian plane, into four quadrants. You can see this is one quadrant, this is another quadrant, this is another quadrant, this is another quadrant. In total there are four quadrants. This is called the first quadrant, this is second quadrant, this one is third quadrant, this is the fourth quadrant. So you can see first, second, third and fourth quadrant. So these quadrants, they will, what do they tell you? They tell you something. You just know one thing, that all the values along the x-axis which lie to the right of origin, they are all positive, and to the left of origin all the values of x are negative. Like that, above 0 all the values that lie on the y-axis, they are considered positive, and below origin are considered negative. So any point you consider, whenever any point is located, its location has to be denoted by using two coordinates, and one is called the x coordinate and the other one is called the y coordinate. But what is x coordinate? X coordinate of a point means the vertical distance of a point from the y-axis, means this much distance from the y-axis is called the x coordinate of the point. But how will we get it? We will get it from this x-axis, because these values on the x-axis would be found from the x-axis. That's why this is called the x coordinate. And x coordinate is also called abscissa. And y coordinate, other one is y coordinate. What is y coordinate? The vertical distance of a point from the x-axis is known as the y coordinate. But why it is called y coordinate? Because this much distance can be found out only from the y-axis. That's why it is called y coordinate. So the y coordinate is called ordinate, means the x coordinate is called abscissa and the y coordinate is called ordinate. Now we would get to know in which quadrant what is the value of x coordinate and y coordinate, because every point has to be denoted by using a capital letter, and its location has to be denoted by using two coordinates. One is x coordinate, other one is y coordinate. And in the first quadrant, the x coordinate will be positive, because you can see the values of x can be found out from this side. That's why these values of x will be considered positive. And in this quadrant, all the values of y will be found out above the origin. That's why y coordinate will also be positive. That's why in the first quadrant, x coordinate is positive, y coordinate is also positive. Come to the second coordinate, second quadrant. In the second coordinate, x coordinate will be definitely negative, because to the left of origin we will try to find the values of x. That's why x coordinate would be negative. But what about the y coordinate in the second quadrant? Y coordinate will always be positive in the second quadrant, because you can get the value of y from the y-axis by going above the origin. That's why all the values of y will be positive. So the y coordinate in the second quadrant is positive, x coordinate is negative, y coordinate is positive. Come to the third quadrant. Look at this. This is x coordinate will be 0 in this third quadrant. All the values of x we will get negative. That's why x coordinate will be negative. Always we write the x coordinate first, then we write the y coordinate. That's why x coordinate is positive, y coordinate will also be x coordinate is negative and y coordinate will be also negative, because this is negative value, this way also we will get negative value. X coordinate will be negative, y coordinate will also be negative. Come to the fourth quadrant. In the fourth quadrant, if any point is there, its x coordinate will be positive, because you look at this fourth quadrant, it's suppose any point is there in this quadrant, then its location will need an x coordinate and y coordinate. X coordinate, all the values of x will be positive here, so this will be positive, the x coordinate will be positive, and value means y coordinate will be negative here. So in the first quadrant, again I repeat that in the first quadrant, x coordinate positive, y coordinate positive. In the second quadrant, x coordinate negative, y coordinate positive. In the third quadrant, x coordinate is negative, y coordinate is also negative. In the fourth quadrant, x coordinate is positive, y coordinate is negative. And what is the coordinate of the origin, if it asks you? Here, no, the x coordinate is also 0 and y coordinate is also 0. Remember.